Hi students, now in this video about acid, base and salts, now come to learn the very important concept as a point of examination, very important, and most time they ask question from this concept, that is what happened to an acid or base in water solution. So take one activity for understanding this, that is I take one activity here, test tube, that is test tube having dilute sulfuric acid. Right, take a test tube, add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid, and in that acid take sodium chloride NaCl. Right. So after that, what happened to the reaction? So after that reaction right here, when the NaCl is added to the H2SO4, we observe that there is a formation of HCl gas and the salt Na2SO4 salt is formed in the form of aqueous HCl gas repeated and aqueous dilute H2SO4 and the solid NaCl, common salt sodium chloride. So after doing this experiment, we observe that there is a formation of hydrochloric acid, and that acid can be coming out from the test tube through a tube, that is a glass tube. So this is what is setup and this is experiment. Right? Again repeated. Take a test tube and take few drops of dilute sulfuric acid and add some crystals of sodium chloride. Then the reaction taken place and they form the hydrochloric gas and then sodium sulfate salt in this test tube. And that gas is passed through the glass tube, and the gas is coming out from this test tube glass tube. We check by the litmus paper, that is a blue litmus paper, moist means a wet litmus paper. Right, take a blue litmus paper and then check the coming gas. So we know that hydrochloric is an acid. So when this acid is passed through the blue litmus paper, we know that wet blue litmus paper changes which color? Red litmus paper, red color, right? Red. Why? Because of the HCl is a gas. So when the wet litmus paper or moist litmus paper is used to check the coming gas, so we observe that the blue litmus paper is changed into the red litmus paper. Same activity, same process. In the place of the wet litmus paper or moist litmus paper, I take a dry litmus paper. Okay, dry litmus paper. So we observe that dry litmus paper, dry blue litmus paper does not change its color. So that is different change here. Expect the change. When I use wet litmus paper, blue it changes to red, which indicate that the gas is acidic in nature. So if I take in the place of moist litmus paper, I take dry litmus paper. So we observe that there is no change in the blue color. There is still blue color. There is no change into the red. Why this changes happen? In the wet litmus paper, the color is changed, but in the dry litmus paper, the color is not changed. By this changes is taken place here. So one question is arised. This is because of here. Answer is because we know that the acidic nature of the HCl is due to the presence of the H plus ions. That is very important. Write a point here. H plus ions, the presence of H plus ions. The presence of H plus ions in HCl gives acidic character. Okay, acidic character means here the color change blue to red means it is acidic. When the color change only when the water is present, right? So that is important. The acid shows its acidic property by showing the H plus ions only in the presence of water molecules. In wet or in moist, we know that water droplets is present, and that water droplets are important for showing the acidic character. So the answer is wet blue litmus paper or the moist blue litmus paper change its color into the red because of H plus ions from HCl are produced only in the presence of water or water molecules. Very important. So what is answer here? If water molecule present means there is an acidic character show. If the water molecule not present means they not show acidic character. So in that dry blue litmus paper, we observe that dry means there is absence of water molecules. In the absence of water molecules, this HCl is fail to show its acidic character. Why? Because of if HCl is want to show its acidic character, it show its H plus ions. So in the absence of water, there is no production of H plus ions. So answer is dry litmus paper does not change its color because H plus ions from HCl are not produced in the absence of water molecules. So the very important point we learned that acids are want to show its acidic character, want to show its acidity, okay, only in the presence of water solution. In the absence of water solution or in the solid state, it is not able to any gas, maybe HCl, maybe sulfuric acid, maybe acetic acid, or maybe nitric acid. They not show their acidic property, they not produce their H plus ions in the absence of water molecules. So the acidic character is only expressed, when the acid produce their H plus ions in the presence of or in the aqueous solution, right? So final property right here. So what is our result conclusion? My conclusion HCl, okay, H2SO4, HNO3 and CS3COOH shows their acidic property only when H plus ions are produced in aqueous solution, that is a presence of water. That is very important point you have to remember here. Why HCl, H2SO4 and HNO3 shows acidic property? Why they are considered acidic? Because of they produce H plus ions in the aqueous solution, in the water solution, in the presence of water only. So this experiment proves that statement, right? If I take dry litmus paper, no change in color means it is not recognized itself as acidic. If it is recognized itself as acidic means the color will be changed. So dry litmus paper not change its color means in the absence of, so changing of the color is depend on the H plus ions. So H plus ions not produced in dry means no change. If H plus ions produced means change in color. When H plus ions produced, when water is present. So again I repeated, wet litmus paper change its color to red because of the presence of the water molecules. H plus ions only present in the water molecule state, and the dry litmus paper not change because of the absence of the water molecules. And the conclusion is the acidic property of the substance is nothing but the production of the H plus ions in the aqueous solution. More H plus ions produce more acidic, less H plus ion produce less acidic. So that is very important point here. So now again I change the concept. First note on this one, note points about dry and wet litmus paper, right? So I change my route here. in the place of blue litmus paper, dry litmus paper, I can change now the gas, because sometime it is not possible to make the dry litmus paper because of the moist atmosphere when the climate is cold. So in the climate we know that water droplet present. In that case it is not possible us to make a wet litmus paper. So in that case we how can make when the atmosphere is moisture, okay, and there is concentration of water droplets more atmosphere in the cold climates. So in that case we have to take the dry gas. Okay, so now I can take two types of, in the place of wet and in the place of dry I can take now HCl solution and dry HCl gas, right? So when in the case of when the concentration of moisture is more in the atmosphere, so dry liquid paper is not possible. So I can change now process. So I change this one, right? So now take the very important concept, another concept, that is if it is not possible us to make a dry litmus paper, so in that case I can make changes there. First I can take a dry HCl gas. Dry HCl gas. Dry means there is no water droplet present in this gas, dry gas, right? So how to make this gas be dry? So for that, in the place of this glass tube, we fix this guard tube, and in the guard tube we fill the calcium chloride, and that calcium chloride can absorb the water molecule present in the HCl gas. Okay, so what is the function of the calcium chloride? So I write here calcium chloride absorb the moistures, that is a water vapor, this calcium chloride absorb water vapor present in the HCl gas. So what are the concentration of water molecule present in HCl gas that is absorbed by the calcium chloride when the gas is passed through this, when the sodium chloride gas is passed through this, right? So when the hydrochloric acid pass through this calcium chloride solution, then what happens when HCl is meet with calcium chloride, the water molecules are absorbed here and we get a dry HCl gas. So what is meant by dry HCl gas? Water molecule absent. Water absent. That meaning is water absence. So write down the function of calcium chloride. What is the function of calcium chloride here? In the guard tube. So the calcium chloride function is absorb the moisture present in the HCl gas. So we get the dry gas. That is absence of water. So now I remove it. Right. So here dry HCl gas. Now when I fix here the guard tube, then the gas is passed through the guard tube, so we get HCl gas. Now this dry HCl gas, when checked by the blue litmus paper, what happens? There is no change in blue litmus paper color. There is no change. So why? Because of the absence of the, again water, same mechanism here, proof again. So due to the absence of the water molecules, when the HCl gas is passed through this blue litmus paper, actually when HCl is an acid, when they pass through the blue litmus paper, it should be converted to the red. But due to the absence of the water molecules, they not shows their H plus ions in the absence of water molecules. Therefore there is no change in the blue litmus paper when dry HCl gas passed through it. So why? The same reason, because of due to the absence of the water molecule, H plus ions is not produced into the HCl solution. That is the answer. Again repeat that question. Okay. So now I take another one. I take the HCl solution. So for what happened when HCl solution to the blue litmus paper, the blue litmus paper change its color, right? So that is very important. When the HCl means any acid, when the acids are in the solution state, then only they change its color, then only they can show their acidic property. So from these experiments we observe that in the absence of water molecules there is no showing of acidic property, there is no formation of H plus ions, but in the presence of the water molecules only the acid shows their acidic property. So the final conclusion here again, that is only this, so acid in the water solution and same to the base in the water solution only can shows the acidic property. So in the solid state or in the absence of water molecule they not shows their acidic property. So finally I write my conclusion here, so please note down this, right? Okay, now come to the final conclusion. Acids or bases show their acidic property only in the water solution. That is very important point. Next point, another one, acids or bases produce their H plus or OH minus ions respectively in the presence of water molecules, right? So next point here, my last point, acids or bases are not show their acidic property in the absence of water, and also they not show their acidic property in solid state. So these are very important points we learn from this activity. So in examination they straightforward are the question, why in the case of this experiment the dry litmus paper not change its color, why the wet litmus paper change its color, why the dry HCl not change the color, why HCl solution change the color. The answer for all these questions is only one, change the color because of the presence of water molecule, not change the color because of the absence of the molecule. H plus ions only produce in the absence of, H plus ions are only produced in the presence of water molecules, and H plus ions or OH minus ions are not produced in the absence of water molecules. So in the dry litmus paper or dry gas there is no water molecules, but in the wet and the HCl, wet litmus paper or in the solution of HCl there is a presence of the water molecules. So that is very important activity, you to practice it. Okay. So in the exercise questions, some questions are there on to this concept. So please go and solve that questions. So you clearly understand. I hope you clearly understand that concept, right? So write down these all points in your notebook and recall it again. And this is also an equation. The equation that is involved in this reaction. Okay. So NaCl, therefore HCl gas separated, and salt is Na2SO4, that is reaction to this experiment, right? So write down this. Right. Now doing this activity and understanding about the this experiment, that is dry litmus paper and wet litmus paper and dry HCl gas and this HCl solution, why they shows acidic property in the presence of water and not show acidic property in the absence of water. Now learn to write a reaction of this activity. So I take number one, that is acid in water. Acids in water. So we know that acid in water, they produce H plus ions and shows the acidic character, right? More H plus ions produce more acidity, less H plus ion produce less acidity. Right. So acid in water solution. So now write the equation. So take any acid here. For example, I take HCl. So plus water molecule. That is water. So acids in water. So what happened here? See, when acids are in water, we know that acids produce their H plus ions in the water. So what is the reaction here? They produce H plus ions plus Cl minus ions. Right? So this is the equation of acids in water. Acid is hydrochloric acid. In water H2O, they form H plus and Cl minus ions. Right? So now one case H plus ions are not exit alone. Exits alone in water molecules. Right? They not exit alone in water molecules. Because of that, we are take here aqueous, H plus aqueous, because this is dissociated in water, meaning, right? So H plus ions are not exit alone in the water. So what happens? See, H plus ions, HCl, when dissolved in water, they form H plus ions. Then we write it as an, they not exit alone, they form the H plus ions or H3O plus ions. Right? So in the H plus ions are not exit alone in water molecule. In the water molecule, they further form what form? They hydronium ion. This one hydronium ion. Okay, hydronium ions. So there are two methods of writing this equation. One is, may you write H plus aqueous ion, or may you write H3O plus ions, that is hydrogen ions in aqueous solution. Or if you not write aqueous, means you write like this H3O plus ion, that is what hydronium ions. So this is the equation. When acid is dissolved in water, they form what? They form H plus ions aqueous, or they form hydronium ions. So this is the equation of the acids. Right? Take any acid, you get same answer. If I take H2SO4 acid, H2SO4 plus H2O. So what is the answer here? They form H plus ions. They form H plus aqueous ions. H plus aqueous ions. Then OH minus ions. So this also called it as a hydronium ions, H3O plus ions. So one final answer is, acid in water, they give H plus aqueous ions or H3O plus ions. This is about the acids. Okay. So write on this. Right? So write on this. Okay. For write down only for HCl. Right? So write on this. HCl, H plus ions. So H plus ions not exit alone in water molecule. They further form hydronium ions. That is, we call it as a H plus aqueous or H3O plus ions. Okay. So now I take in the place of acid, take base. So what about base? Right? So base in water. So if you write your, okay, come to the next point. That is about base. So I take base here, NaOH. What happened to the base when they are dissolved in water? Come to this point. NaOH plus H2O. What happened here? They form OH minus ions. They form OH minus ions plus Na plus ions. Right? So they form OH minus ions and Na plus ion. These are both are nothing but aqueous solution because they are aqueous. So the base in water, so base forms OH minus ions in the presence of water. Right? Then acid produces H plus ions in the presence of water. So that is one about the base. Right? So write this one. When base are dissolved in water, they form OH minus ion. For example, take another example for potassium hydroxide and water. What is the reaction here? K plus aqueous, then OH minus. So in the presence of water, base form OH minus ions. Take another example. For example, take magnesium hydroxide plus water. We get Mg plus 2, and they form OH minus 2 to balance here OH minus ions. So that is what, because OH2 here, that is why I balance here 2. Okay, 1 and 1, that's power ion, right? So these are what about the formation of OH minus ions only in the presence of a water molecule. So this is the reaction of acid with water and base with water, right? So very important. Now doing this, when I add a water into the H2SO4 and when I add a base into the water and acid into the water, we observe that there is decrease of the ions. For example, I take here, so again I come to the acid. Okay, this is over. Now I can come to the next one, that is dilute acid. Dilute acids. So what is dilute acid? See, when acids are dissolved in the water, the concentration of H plus ions, or also called it as H plus aqueous ions, or what H3 hydronium ions, concentration of H plus aqueous ions or H3O plus ions decreases. That is very important. That is called as a dilution. This process is called a dilution. The adding of acid into the water in which the concentration of H plus ions or OH minus ions is decreasing, that is called as a dilute acids. So dilute acid is acid in which the concentration of H plus ions are slowly decreasing by adding the water. When you adding the water, then what happened? Slowly the concentration of H plus ions is decreasing. That is very important. Then come to the dilute base, right? Dilute base. What happened to the dilute base? See, when bases are dissolving in the water, the concentration of OH minus hydroxide, OH minus ions, what happened here? Decreases, right? This is a decreases. So that is very important. So in the examination they ask what on the concentration of OH minus ions when we added a water, that is a decreases. So they ask what on the concentration of H plus ions when we dilute the acid. When we dilute the base, dilution means addition of water molecules. When we add the water to the base, then what happened? Acids. Okay, so what happened? There is a decrease of the H plus ions. So if we mix base and water, what happened? There is a decrease of the OH minus ions. That is very important. Okay, in the NCERT also one question is there. In the NCERT textbook, there is a one question is there. That is how is the concentration of hydronium ions affected when a solution of acid is diluted? Right? When we dilute the acid, what dilute means? Addition of acid. So when acid is given, right? When you dilute the acid by addition of the water, okay, when we added the water to the, when we added acid to the water, right? When we added acid to the water slowly, so what happened? There is a decrease in the concentration of hydronium ions. So how is the concentration? I write here question here, that is very clear for you. So I write here question. It's important in examination, maybe 1 marks multiple choice questions are there. So here see how is the concentration of hydronium ions affected when a solution of an acids is diluted. Very important question. So in the dilution, diluted means dilution. When we mix the water and the acid, so in that case, how is the concentration of H plus ions, H3O plus ions? H3O plus ions concentration is decreases. This is very important in the dilution process. When we added water to the, when we mix the water and the acid slowly, when the concentration of acid, water is more in the acid, right? When there is increase in the water molecules into the acid, then automatically the decrease of the H plus aqueous ions or H3O plus ions. The another one is there. How is the concentration of hydroxide ions in the place of that hydroxide ion? Right? In the place of hydroxide ion, when a solution of a base is diluted, what happens? It is also decreased. It is base. So it is also base. Base also OH minus ion decrease. So in the dilution process, maybe a acid or maybe base. So there is a decrease in the concentration of H plus ions and OH minus ions. I write here in the dilution process of acids or bases, there is a decrease of concentration of H plus aqueous or H hydronium ions and OH minus ion. Concentration of decrease of concentration respectively. So in the case of acid, the decrease in H plus ions. So in the case of base, decrease in the OH minus ions. In which process? In the process of dilution. So that is very important concept in this regard, right? So again come to the next point. After understanding this, we have come to now recall the neutralization reaction again. So in the neutralization reaction, we observe that when acid and base are react with each other, what happened? Right, salt and water is formed. Okay, so again recall this activity. So I remove one. Write on this. Pause this video and write on this. Right. Okay. Come to the next point. That is about recall neutralization reaction. Recall neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction. See, what reaction? Acids plus base. Acid plus base is equal to salt plus water. So how this water molecule is formed? We understand here salt and water. So understand here. I take acid is H and take any one HX. Okay, maybe H2SO4, maybe HCl, maybe HNO3. So HX. So and I take base is M. OH minus ions. Okay, M may be sodium hydroxide. Anyone in general and M in the place of sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium, magnesium, and in the place of M metal, it is OH ions, base H plus ions. Okay. Now what happens? See, in this case, this X and this M form these metals. Both are metals. Form the metal salt. That is form the salt. That is MX or XM plus there C H. OH, that is H2O. H2O. Such water, this reaction taken place. So salt form, how water molecules form? Water molecules form because of in the acid gives H plus ions, base gives OH minus ions, H plus and OH minus, they combine together, they form the water molecules. That is what I write here. H plus aqueous ion they give plus OH minus aqueous ion they give. They both together they form the H2O water molecule. So this is what the actually mechanism behind the neutralization reaction, how the water molecule is formed. How the salt is formed? There is a metal is there, they are combined together. When the metals are combined together, they form a H, OH, H and OH, they form a water molecule. So this is what the mechanism of neutralization reaction, right? So how the water molecule form in the neutralization reaction? You must write this acid, H plus ion gives base, OH minus ions gives. So H plus and OH minus, they form the O is there, HH, 2H. So H2O liquid is produced. So this is what all about the acids in water solution, base in water solution. Now come to the another very important point about the last point about this concept, very important of this video. That is what the mixing of water and the acid, right? So I remove it one. So please write it in the notebook. So after that I remove it one. Then come to the next very important point and last point of this video. That is mixing of water. Right on. mix water is mixed with an acid or a base. So what is the method to mix and water both each other? Okay, so how to mix acid water or acid base? So one method, first method, you remember that the mixing of acid or base with water is highly exothermic reaction. Means more amount of heat is liberated. Exothermic means liberation of heat. When we mix the acid or water or base or water, we observe that there is an increase in the huge amount of heat. So it is highly exothermic reaction. So the mixing of acid and base and acid and water and acid and water and base is so dangerous process. It is not be easily because of the danger that is what is a huge amount of heat is liberated here. So which method, what method you follow here to come across to be mix water and acid? So the best method is to mix the water and acid is you must add water to the, so you must add acid to the water. Acids is added to the water slowly with constant stirring. Okay, this constant stirring, you have to be mix the water, acid to the water, right? Not water to the acid, because of the highly exothermic reaction. If you make reverse means it is dangerous for the life. So acids are added to the water. So that is the very important method. Okay, if you reverse this direction, if I added water to the acid, what happens? See, water, if water is added to the, if water is added to the acid, the heat is generated. The heat is generated may cause the mixture to flash out. Okay, so flash out and cause burns. The glass container may also break due to the excessive local heat. So that is very important point to remember, that the mixing of the dilution method, how you dilute the acid or base, you must add acid to the water, not a reverse, not add water to the acid. Why? Because of the answer. Why we not add water to the acid? Give reason. Because of it is, if water is added to the acid, then heat is huge amount of heat. Here also heat is liberated, but not as compared to this is less. Okay, it is danger for solution just to flash out. Maybe it is spread to our cloth, and also the container, test tube, beaker, that also be for due to excessive heat, they may be break. So that is why this process not follow. Not add water to the acids. You must add acid to the water slowly with constant stirring. That is very important. So this is what method of mixing of the water to mixed with water is mixed with an acid or a base. So write down these very important points. So follow this method, do not follow this method. Why we not mix water means you write this reason, right? So correct method is mix acid into water. The wrong method is this one. This is wrong method. Why this is wrong method? Because of the, I give you reason here, they give more heat generated, they cause the solution to cause the burning, and also the beaker or the container can be break due to the excessive local heat. So these are what all about the acid base mixing process. So in next video we take about the pH values. So for this video it is enough. So take down these points again, revise all the concept. Today's video is very important according to myself, because of I see the examination pattern and different previous question paper. So more questions are asked on this concept. So this video is very important. So please recall all the concept of this video, and the next video we take up about the pH values of the acid and bases. So thank you for watching this video.